Hey Rasmanites, what's up? Sorry for it being so long between episodes. The truth is I have been feeling like absolute crap with sinuses, allergies. They basically have made me feel like I have the flu. And a couple of points last week, I didn't even have a voice. So it's just a bunch of crap that's happened which has prevented me from making episodes. So I do apologize. Before I get into the review portion of this episode, I do want to do a quick plug of my own making for my own thing. Some of you will know this who have been subscribed to me for a long time. Others who just subscribe probably won't. But I have an audio blog page. It's rasmansreality.tumblr.com, and the reason I'm mentioning it again is because I'm actually going to go back to making that page a regular part of what I do. I like the idea of just being able to just do blogs from time to time that aren't necessarily reviews or entertainment related or just about whatever's on my mind. And audio is much quicker than video, which is what Tumblr allows you to do. So I want to plug that again. There's the regular one, which I just mentioned, is rasmansreality.tumblr.com, and there's also a new one which is up and will start on March 31st of this year, and that is synrets.rasmansreality.com. And if the title of that didn't give it away, that is going to be a place where you'll hear myself talk about my favorite baseball team, the Cincinnati Reds. Sports coverage is my other passion. However, it's very difficult to do sports videos because of the fact that video rendering and editing takes so long that doing daily videos is impossible, pretty much. However, doing daily audio, like I said, is much quicker and much simpler. So I'm going to be doing that with the Cincinnati Reds this year. If that goes over well, you'll see that done with the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Cincinnati Bengals in the football season as well. I will put the links to both Tumblrs down below in my description box. I'm not going to do overlay this time because I want this to render quickly. The more overlay you do, the longer it takes a video to render. It's just after 5 p.m. on the East Coast when I'm able to film this, so I want this to render quickly and actually get up tonight if it decides to cooperate with me, that being YouTube, which hopefully it will. So again, just click on the description below, hit the arrows, you'll find links to both Tumblrs below. If it's your kind of thing, please give it a listen. If it's not, then you don't have to. Now, let's get into the actual review portion, which is Dollhouse Season 1, Episode 11, entitled Briar Rose. Today, on the Rasmans Reality. It is still the intro that I've been using. The reason I'm not going with the new one yet is because I've actually got a new theme possibly in the works. So I'm going to be doing a complete relaunch of the show if that works out. Briar Rose is another dual plotline episode. Plotline number 1 is Agent Ballard gets closer and closer to completing his search of locating the dollhouse. And he does so by tracking down an individual who he believes is the architect behind the dollhouse. The guy who built it, the guy who knows where it is. In actuality, when he brings this guy into the dollhouse, it is revealed to be Alpha. Sorry if there was any angle change there. The camera died. As some of you know, because you've seen past videos, that's the only drawback to the Flip Ultra HD, is that its battery life is not long at all. And it seems like if you don't use it every day, it actually doesn't hold charge as long as it would if you do. So yeah, I had to wait for it to charge back up. But anyway, Alpha is a character that we see build up through the course of Season 1. And we know that he's a bad person. We know that he's done bad things to the Dollhouse and to the people within the Dollhouse from their own perspective anyway. And what I mean by that is, if you watch this show, you know that it's a matter of opinion whether the Dollhouse is good or bad. But we know that some very bad things have happened from their perspective as it pertains to Alpha, but we don't really know who Alpha is until this episode, Blair Rose, when he's revealed to be this guy masquerading as the builder of the Dollhouse. He uses Ballard as a way to get back in. And who he actually is a doll who retained every one of his memories. So every imprint that he's ever had, he actually remembers and retains. So what we're seeing from Echo and how she is special is not something new. And this character is introduced to show us that Echo could very well go off the deep end. And he's a great antagonist for the end of this season, and he definitely plays a major role in episode 12, which was the network. Fox, that is, being the network that had this show. It was their season finale. But for those of you that don't know what that means, I'll talk about that when we do the episode 12 review. The other plotline of this episode is Echo. Of course, Echo has to have something to do while Alpha is infiltrating the Dollhouse with Ballard, because she would try to stop it. And her mission in this one is actually to help a little girl who is in foster care and is a very, very troubled youth and is in danger of going down the wrong path. And an really smart thing is done here by Topher, and that is Topher implants the little girl's personality with about 20-30 years added on to it. So in other words, Echo is this little girl, or who this little girl will become if she continues on the same path she's on. But with the exception of Echo is imprinted with morality and showing the little girl who she can be if she turns her life around. So it's a very unique way to use the imprint, and just like we talked about in the last few episodes, it really stretches and shows off the acting ability of Elijah Dushku, and was one of the more interesting characters I've ever seen her play. So Blair Rose was a great episode. This is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style, it's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.